Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to, panel this discussion. So with me, I have two distinguished leaders from diverse industry, I would say. One from the health sciences and other one from automotive, which is very close to my area of expertise. So if I look back, when we grew up, we hardly heard AI, right? When we were growing up. And then couple of years back, we always had these design summits and engineering conversations where we were talking about, what is AI going to do? Are we going to use AI? But now, I think we are at a point, how do we live or how do we design with AI? So there is a clear, I would say, path, how things have transformed, and there is a paradigm shift. And let me talk a little bit about the automotive sector where I come from. So we were very much used to having 4-year life cycles for launching a product. And this included, doing the designs and the engineering and also getting all the designs right and doing a lot of iterations. Then we have the launches, manufacturing, so on and so forth. So it was more of a linear engineering and a very structured approach. But now if you see, I'm sure all of you have heard, cars are being launched in almost 18 to 36 months of time frame. So what this has done is has created a lot of competition in the market. And how is this possible? This has been possible only with the agility and the speed with AI coming into the play. And let me also give, how the transformation is happening. Initially, I think, many decades back, it was all manual. People would sketch and then improve their designs, do things more manually. Then came the level of automation with CAE methods, mathematical modeling, using the MATLAB models and the simulations, doing the digital twins and making sure we are simulating that and trying to improve our timelines. But now we see with the click of a button, we can get number of permutations and combinations. This is changing the whole dynamics of the engineering, right? So this is where we are at a point. It's no longer AI or humans. It's, I think everybody is on that journey where they are looking at, how much of AI and then what are the spaces we are using. So with that, I'm going to turn to my panelists and say, I will start with Aditi. Maybe, take us through, how much of AI you have seen in the engineering and in the automotive sector and give us a glimpse of, what you see.
Thank you, Usha. So I'll start with, why has it become so important that we all are talking about AI today? And as I was talking to you behind the scene that, the people who are thinking and building it are the people who have seen a whole change from landlines to wireless phones to mobile to right now smartphones. But the generation which is going to use the products which we are going to produce has seen it as a given. They are born with smartphones, right? So for them, everything, every information has to be available. They have very little tolerance for defects, very little patience when it comes to time. Every single information is available with them. And hence, every industry, if you see, is slowly moving towards AI. If you look at e-com, they have gone far, far ahead. You can sit at home and see the fit of the dress before you buy it. You can choose the shade of lipstick, as I was telling you, without even applying and sitting at home, you can buy it. So that customer base is expecting same experience everywhere. And hence, it is very important in automotive industry that we do it. The other thing is, if you see the phones, every 6 months a new phone model comes. So this consumer base also wants newness in their every usability, every consumable, including their vehicles. They want a newness. Conventional design takes 5 to 7 years for us to design a car or a vehicle and launch. I think what AI is doing, that is cutting down all the time which goes into the innovation, still leaving the human-centric approach where we still have to do 100% warranty analysis and durability check. But you know that 7 years is slowly becoming 24 months. If you look at, there are 3 places where we are using AI right now. One is in our factories, so our factories are becoming more preventive maintenance, the OEs are improving, the quality assessment has started becoming better. We can do stack-up tolerancing, hence we can do predictive analysis, and hence before even the things will fail, we get the warning sign that. The second is where it is between B2B. So you know your supply chain management, your order management, your forecasting with your customer, your B2B customer or your OEMs, we are able to give informations way faster. Hence it brings down your defects, it brings down your inventory, carrying cost and many such things. But the third is more important, which is for our consumers. You know, consumers, everybody sitting in this room, their kids want to drive a Tesla, not because it has come across as the most trusted brand, but it is equipped with the features which are very exciting, right? They have ADAS, they have LIDAR, they have these in-vehicle infotainment system. You know, it gives lots of safety, collision control. It is telling you about if you're changing a lane. The LIDAR tells you if there is an object in front of you. So I think that is the need of the hour, and that's what we are seeing slowly. With so much information available and with our consumer demanding it, I think automotive industry is slowly moving towards that. Being watchful, what is important, what is cost, what is, you know, dear to our pocket. But yes, we are realizing that we have to move in that direction because my consumer base will want it.
Maybe take us through, how AI has crept into the health and life sciences, right? This is again safety critical, which we will need to see. Over to you, Atul.
Thank you, Usha. Very important part is if you look at the traditional healthcare system, what we have it, what are the 3 major problems? First is scarcities of caregiver, including doctors. Second thing is having a very little face time with a doctor because 30% of the time he's with you, 70% of the time he's doing all the things as a paperwork, compliance work, insurance work for the claims and everything. You want more face time. And the last and the most important part is it's very expensive. How do you make it cheaper? Now, can AI address that is a major part. Okay. Just see an example where if I were to have MRI vans sitting in a village where most of the villagers possibly procrastinate, don't go to the city, and in general, that is a difference between your grade 2 and grade 4 cancer, and that will take away your life. You are fighting against a life. If I can have combination of what Dr. Suraj said, where I can have almost like a PUC van sitting as a MRI ambulance somewhere in the villages, which is a miniaturized device, you get your scan done, but now the radiologists are still sitting in the cities. So radiologists, now can AI come to that level where it can say with a reasonable accuracy that either rush to the cities or you can procrastinate or you can stay back, saving so many lives. And finally, if I can make it cheaper, affordable, just because West has too much money, why should it be so expensive? It has to learn from India. Okay, it has to be very cheap. Can AI do it? I think AI address all 3 of them. Obviously, first part is machine. I will let little bit on that machine side and the material side a little outer, but let me address the remaining part of it. See, right now, just by pure data which is publicly available, 250,000 studies were done for a breast mammography, and AI was able to predict it accurately, and it improved the accuracy rate by 18%, which was no false negative, which means that you don't have to do a biopsy. Okay, this is AI assisting a doctor. That doesn't mean that doctor was not capable. It is just that doctor has so much workload, you are not able to put in concentration about it. So accuracy is increasing. Now, if I can do lot of work, which is a paperwork, which caregivers are doing, you will increase your face time for sure, right? You will able to do more and more patient engagement, and that's where doctors or clinicians should put your time. Nursing patients should do that particular part, rather than right now you are doing almost all the repetitive tasks. All the repetitive tasks, definitely AI, right? Why you want to do with a human there? And finally, it is going to be cheaper or not? Just see that if a radiologist takes 2.5 hours to do one let us say, endoscopy study to go through it. If I can use AI to localize and say that, okay, localize and look out of that thousands of images, this particular images, he will able to do the work possibly in a few minutes rather than a couple of hours. The cost has to come down. The cost has to come down. This is what AI will do. So now I see that there is no alternative but to have AI, but AI adoption is huge right now across the globe. In India also we are going to see that. However, there are levels of AI right now with a maturity curve. So let us say first AI, which is rule-based. Typical case of machine learning. If you have thousands of images of X-ray, can you say with surety that you have a problem with your chest X-ray? 100% yes, AI will do it. If you have an assisted surgery where a robot has to assist you to do a surgery, leveraging the AI knowledge of the past surgery, can it do it? Do it with a reasonable part of it. This is AI in the loop. In the first case, it was almost doing it, as I said, that it knows 90% of the X's are almost true. 10% you have an abnormality, and it learns from the machine learning, and it gives you right prediction. But comes the last one part, can it become agentic? Can it do totally at its own, total independence? We are far off. Okay, we are just far off. If anybody is talking about it, possibly I can say you may be dreaming. The reason why I'm saying you may be dreaming, a doctor has to be 100% true. Now, normally doctor is not true, but we believe he's 100% true. And same thing should happen with AI, has to be 100% true. If you said, oh, it is doing the diagnosis and treatment with 90% true, will you go to that AI doctor? It's not going to happen. It has to happen where you take an accountability, you take somebody responsibility. Right now, anything which happens on AI with respect to regulation, it comes under a regulation laws where somebody wishes to own it up, okay? If you don't own it up and if you blame it to AI, it is not going to work. Somebody will be getting, like in US, you know how many lawsuits are there, right? In general, you will have to come to that level over a period of time. We are having that first two level, which is that human in the loop and AI in the loop, significant right now. But autonomous, way off.
That was an interesting perspective, Atul, especially saying how do we give more time to the doctor and then how do we diagnose the problems using the technology. That's a good one. Now, I would like to talk about, how is the industry readiness and the willingness in adopting this in engineering, right? How are we using AI in our engineering? So maybe I will start with you, Atul.
See, I take this in two sides of it. One is possibly engineering, other is a diagnostic piece. I said the clinical outcome of it. Engineering also, I will call it down at the cost side of the business. Maybe sometimes you can have innovations and other things happening. And the other one, I will say that the revenue side of the business, okay? On the cost side of the business, absolutely 100% there. Everybody wants, if you take a software system, okay, anything which is a medical grade systems, which are anything for your record keeping or creating a documentation which are required for regulatory or even filing your insurance. All these things are 100% moving towards AI. Okay, there is no two choice about it, right from, I can say, requirements to software, design and architecture to actually coding and to testing and release part of it. That is moving there. One thing about normal thing and a regulated part, specifically the medical part of it, you will have to go through the medical regulation checks before you can say that it can be used. I hope everybody knows Visual Studio. Visual Studio is used to do your basic coding. You will use this as a platform. Now, assume that you are using AI to code that platform. It is Microsoft's responsibility that every time something goes wrong on Visual Studio, they will take a responsibility. Who will take a responsibility on something goes wrong on your AI? Maybe it did right for your program for maybe 95% of the time, but that 5% of the time it may go wrong. Who takes the responsibility is the major part of it. So it will have to go through an additional human in the loop with human supervision, and you will have to modify your QMS system, that is quality management system, which includes this SOPs in your system, so that there is no possibility of any errors, not even 0.01%. So industry is moving towards that part where we are modifying some of our QMS system to make sure that AI is there, human in the loop is there, and in general, all these processes are becoming automatically leveraging AI, very, very efficient, very fast. Life cycles for products are coming down and down. Also, if you take a hardware design, whether you use MBSE-based design or you do a lot of things, AI is helping a lot in creating a new product designs. These are very ergonomic. We can use multiple materials, really make it sure that it is best for use to last. That will happen. However, on a, as I said, clinical part of it, it is way to come. On engineering side, there is no choice. Embrace it. Even if it is going to have that 5% error, you need to put the checks and balances there. But can you say that I'll wait till it will happen? Forget about it. I know that there are certain companies who are saying, when you sleep, next morning, there are 4 new AI companies there. Okay, should I wait or let him mature? That's not a choice. You have to be on this bandwagon. You will have to do it right now. Eventually bring that affordability and speed to market for the patients down. That's your responsibility.
Yeah, that's an interesting perspective. Now I'll turn to Aditi and ask her, what is the willingness and the readiness from the automotive industry in adopting AI? Where do you see, from your perspective?
See, with the EV, automotive industry has already started adopting AI. If you look at the way our cars and vehicles or two-wheelers used to look versus the way they look right now, that has been possible only because we have gone far, far ahead in using AI to come up with the future-ready designs. It's so easy to actually design without even touching a material, to see how it will look, what will be the aerodynamics in it, what will be the form, what will be the function, and what will attract the new generation. So engineering has moved in that direction, and it has given speed. It has given low-cost designing because, for those automobile industry people who are sitting here, you know that just to come up with one engine, you have to actually make it in the tool room before, you actually design the cast and forges of that engine. So though that all benefit which we are seeing right now in engineering. The other thing which AI is helping us do is the features which are available anywhere. We are able to fit and see that how it can be accommodated in my existing design and how I can just up the game. Like all these iPhones and all do this. They come up with iPhone, then iPhone Pro. They just up the game by changing the lens, 1 lens, 3 lens. If you go back, they went from 1 lens to 2 lens to 3 lens, again 2 lens. Those kind of things are very, very easy to do for automotive industry through AI. There's still challenges when it comes to after design, how we can use AI, because it is a very cost intensive proposition, and we think whether it is really making sense or not. I think another thing which we constantly keep thinking is this going to make sense in my scenario or not? So engineering definitely is getting benefited. It is coming up with way faster, way new models, but the human intervention when it comes to ensuring the safety still continues to be without AI. That is natural intelligence and not artificial intelligence.
Thank you, Aditi. So now I'll move to my last question, or would like to get your perspective on, what if I am not adopting AI, what would be the repercussions at work, right? Because earlier we used to think, should I go for AI or not, how much of AI? But now we are at a point, what if I am not using AI, what are the repercussions, at my workplace? So maybe I will ask Atul to give us some perspective.
Important part is that are we over the hype curve of AI is a question mark. Is it real, or is it giving a real benefit? We also know the Nokia story, everybody knows it. Is there a choice? We have it, okay? Maybe it is hyped, maybe it is not. See, 93% people are disillusioned with the productivity of AI. Just wanted to let you know, I come from that. Customers always ask us a discount because you are using AI. We give a discount assuming AI will do it. Actually, it doesn't happen, okay? So that's a fact. But is that our answer that, oh, I will not do it and I'll wait till it will mature? Absolutely not. This is our, actually, I wear India on my sleeves and I love India for the talent what I have it. So I'm saying this is our moment where we can be from that fast followers to innovators leveraging AI. Technologies like AI are actually level setters. There is nothing anybody had a knowledge earlier and any legacy there. We were in that typical outsourcing industry. We have built from there. But this is level setting. Everybody is at the same thing. We have the highest talent. Everybody has spoken about it. We have the numbers. We have the institution. We have to do it right now. Be ready when anybody is there. We may have some of the time where it will be uncertain period, but when it settles down, you should be the one who should be the fastest there. Fastest is going to win the race. So I feel it has to be there. It is India's moment. If we miss this one, we will still remain the fast followers.
Thank you, Atul. I think that was a good conversation, understanding where we are from a health sciences perspective and where we are from automotive. But one thing is becoming clear. There is no question of, AI are we using. Definitely it has crept into our daily lives as well as into the engineering. And the question is, how do we keep our products with the newness, adding more things. That's what Aditi talked about. And Atul also mentioned that, saying we need to have human in the loop as part of our, I would say, the health sciences or the medical area. Currently, we are not at a stage where we can keep, completely or autonomous with AI. That is the stage we are. I'm sure in the years to come or months to come, we will see things, because this is moving at such a fast pace that we will see that completely AI is going to automate for us and is going to do away with the humans. So I think I'm looking forward to a place or a time where we would look at everything autonomous, and we would see that AI is going to do that for us, and we as human beings are going to spend our time in doing some creative stuff and enjoying our hobbies and other stuff. So with that, I would say thank you so much, Aditi and Atul. It was nice talking to you on how we benefit from AI. Thanks a lot.